All right, now I'm recording, so that attempt was the first thing that will be on the recording.
Sick.
We love you, Yudi.
Everybody's so good at whistling. All right, Snail, I believe you mentioned Luton has some notes to remind everyone of where we're at.
Yeah, they're just a couple. They're very shorthand. He didn't really have a lot of time that he pulled out his notepad, but before we went through the door, I figured he would probably pull out his notepad, and if anybody was curious, would go ahead and mention. At this point, he would probably explain to everybody that when they were in the graveyard, he remembered that there was a curse on the town, which everybody at this point probably knows because they talked to that staff person when they were outside, but he would explain there was never any werewolves, but for some reason there was like a rumor that werewolves might have been involved. People would disappear a lot. He wrote down the name of the staff person who let them in just as a suspicious thing.
Scion,
he
Scion.
pauses because he made a joke about mask but with a C because masculine, and he just skips over that because like it's funny but it's not relevant. He mentions that the animal masks seem to be for normal guests, the plant masks are obviously for returners, and the painted masks are for the staff. And the host is the only one who is seen having an actual single star. Everybody else has like painted galaxies, but obviously the host wanted to be noticed. And all of the rooms upstairs were like the staff mentioned tattoo parlors, massage tables, and gambling. So he just went ahead and wrote that down. It's all very much shorthand stuff we've already covered, but he figured it was worth reviewing.
All right, with that brief review of the notes and hints gathered thus far, I will start the introduction proper. Hello, everyone. I am Uni, and welcome to the second session of Faces on Parade. If you didn't listen to the first one, they'll give a decent recap, but also you should listen to the first one because it's good, and everyone playing is doing a great job, and I love them. And I will say, we'll do the introduction from top to bottom. Introduce yourself and your character. And here's a fun little shift. Please, as you do your intro, roll a D100.
Oh, I hate that.
Ooh.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Starting off good.
All right. I guess that's me first. Hi, I'm Mock. I'm here. I'm playing Blink Lightly, who is doing his best right now.
He is.
And here's my D100 roll, 47.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Owl. I play Shorts Kid, who is cutie patoot and also a child, and came here with Larry, who is not a child, but he's also a cutie patoot. So I'm gonna do a roll now. 37.
Okay.
Lots of sevens today.
All right.
I'm Launch. I'm playing Road is -Ann. Beloved very much does not want to be here anymore. And yeah, here's my roll. 35. It's getting lower, guys. This is good.
It's like the countdown.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Snail Comics, and I'm playing Luton Remy of the Shooting Star Press, who is very, very unhappy about everything that we have just learned and how abusive this party is really going to turn out to be. He is displeased. And I'll roll my D100. 19!
All right.
It's getting lower.
Beautiful.
Oh boy.
And hello, as mentioned, I am Uni. I am playing Larry, who is feeling pretty far out of his depth. Mostly just wants to make sure Shorts Kid gets out of here okay. Oh, a
What?
6!
Dear Lord.
It's a 6.
Gosh.
That is interesting.
Nice.
I am also playing...
I don't like how you said that!
I'm also playing Zan, the wizard who everyone was very sus of, understandably, but then he told them all the bullshit he's been through, and I think they're okay with him now, hopefully, we'll see.
Sans the imposter.
They're definitely less directly aggressive.
64. Okay.
Oh,
Fun.
the highest roll so far.
Indeed. All right, with that underway, so where we last left off, Zan had revealed the fruits of his private investigation while the rest of the group was in the party. He had found a secret passageway leading within the walls of the manor. He confesses, like, I haven't gotten to actually explore down this hallway. I don't know where it leads, but I'm sure it's somewhere important.
I volunteer as tribute.
No, we are not sending the child down there first.
I think we should maybe
but I'm
go as a
small
group.
and adorable, and if they see me, I'll just say I got lost on my way to the bathroom, and because I'm a toad, people will believe me.
No. Hold on. Considering I used Pass Without a Trace just as we were getting to Zan, does it still have a while to last? Is everybody still got the extra to stealth?
Remind me how long Pass Without a Trace lasts?
It's an hour.
Then
but
yeah.
I have to keep up concentration.
Then yeah, I'd say you still have probably about half an hour left on that.
All right.
And Zan will say I definitely don't think any of us should go alone in there. I expect.
I want to go down the spooky hallway.
Then let us go together so we can watch each other's backs.
Hold a moment.
Question. Is it dark?
It is dark.
Light on.
You have to give inspiration, please.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh boy.
Thank you. Blink's just gonna kind of stick his head
on?
through.
Well, I'll be. That's mighty convenient. Now I know.
I can't believe. Okay, hold on. I gotta get back to angry. I can't believe you've done this. Lucian's going to say everybody who was with me at the party currently has Pass Without a Trace, but it might be suspicious if we all left the party. Are you sure all of us going down is a good idea? I hate to say it, but it might be safer to lend some credibility, make a distraction if we do split up.
I vote for spooky hallway.
You know what we need?
Yes, we hear you, Shorts Kid.
Go ahead, Miss Road, was it?
You know what we need? We need a plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Larry goes,
yes,
well,
we do need a plan.
We have
yeah, sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Larry, if we go down the spooky hallway, we'll probably find, like, I don't know, something. Whenever you go towards the danger, at the end you fix everything.
Traditionally, how?
I'm not sure that's how it
They do
goes.
have a point. The only way to fix a problem is to address the problem.
Yes, but sometimes addressing the problem means getting out of the problem alive and then reporting about the problem.
I'm 8, so don't expect great life wisdom from me.
Oh, no, honey, no, of course not.
Okay.
Zan
6 of us.
Zan
he, like,
holds up a
recounts on
hand.
his
He goes,
fingers 3 times.
Hold on a moment, please. I understand your concern about vanishing from the group, but I don't think that staying at the party will likely keep any of us any safer. I don't know what lies down this hallway, but I feel that safety in numbers is more important. That is just my hunch.
I also agree with that. I was gonna say, if we're gonna split up at all, we're gonna want to do it in 2 groups of 3, because I don't really want to leave anyone alone.
Or we could do 3 groups of 2. Everybody gets a partner, and then we're the buddy system.
Where would the third group go?
I don't know. You
on the
think
roof?
I think before I say things?
It's okay. Don't worry. I'm willing to and you sort of see like his shoulders go down as he sort of like rubs his face and he's like, I'm willing to fully concede now that you've explained that you can come with us. I just think that if we were to have a group that could act as a distraction, it might be easier to send a group that is already covered with stealth through the hallway and a group back into the main party to alleviate suspicions. Say that the group that left got drunk or something.
Then,
Wouldn't it be more suspicious if we didn't leave altogether?
Everybody expects people to leave and come back. It's just if people leave for a long time, that's when people start looking.
I feel like we're overcomplicating this.
Are we
He's
taking
big
a
enough.
dance?
We can make
well
it.
be, Shorts Kid. We might well be. I don't want anybody to get hurt. And Luton like sort of like regrets saying that because it's sort of clear at this point something's gonna happen. The odds of nobody getting hurt is low, but he doesn't want it to happen, so he's trying to act smart.
Shorts Kid.
I just took attendance, and all 6 of us are here.
Pat.
Thank you,
pat.
Fink. Zan nods to Luton and goes, I appreciate your caution, and it's good of you to worry about everyone. I'd rather not have to leave anyone alone either. If it would make you feel better, I am pretty well capable of contacting people from a distance if you want me to run distraction.
I wouldn't feel right leaving you alone either, though. And you can see from the way that Luton's looking at you, he's still a little suspicious, but there's also concern that you'll get hurt too.
No one's leaving anybody alone.
Very well. Then I suppose with that established, I doubt that simply hiding the passage is the only defense they have, so please pay close attention as we move forward.
Luton nods and sort of like looks a little bit guiltily at Zan, like, sorry, I wasn't trying to make a big hullabaloo about this. He's like full on anxiety mode in addition to bad shit is happening, so he's like trying to keep everything in its place, and he sort of like spoke out of turn.
I cast hold Luton's hand.
Luton is like, yes, it's all right, and firmly believes that Shorts Kid is the one that needs comforting, not that Shorts Kid is trying to be the comfort.
Oh.
Shorts Kid tugs on his arm and says, breathe.
Yes, I am breathing.
No, breathe good. In for 4, out for 8. Keep your cool. Now you're great.
And if you little ram.
Ready. In for 4. Out for 8. Keep your cool. Now you're great.
Yes, thank you. Would you like another piggyback ride?
I'm okay. I'm worried about you.
Oh. And Lucian
really
like sort of laughs at that, and then like sort of sheepishly looks away because yeah, he was getting a little full on anxiety there, wasn't he?
I've been through this like a lot of times, and even if things turn out really, really, really bad, eventually they turn out pretty good. And it's important to remember that even if you feel really bad now is just a blink in the fabric of space-time, and they'll be better soon coming.
I'm deeply comforted by that. Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go burrow into Larry's cloak because I'm feeling a little anxious.
That is
I was
okay.
actually gonna ask, while they're having that conversation, can Blink talk to Larry?
Sure.
Just because. Hey, it was Larry, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just wanted to double check if you were okay with us all going in there. You seem a little bit unsure of all this. I mean, we'll keep the kids safe. It seems like the kid's gonna keep us safe if I'm right.
Oh yeah, the kid's a badass. They're fine.
Larry, open.
Larry opens up his cloak so that short kid can burrow.
Thank
He
you.
goes, I'm just I'm not exactly someone who knows how to deal with, I don't know, espionage spy crap. So this is yeah.
Well, I have been known for my sneaking skills, so you just
He
sorry.
says with
So
just a
you
huge
just come
light
with us.
beaming out of his face.
Oh yeah, he does have a big light beaming out of his face, which I was gonna mention, and he is staring right at Larry. Uni, is there any way I could persuade you to give me a perception check on Larry?
Sure, go ahead.
To give Blink one.
Oh,
22. What'll that do for you?
Whew, so Blink, yes, you are a sorcerer who particularly is aware of, the nature of light and darkness, and as your light is pointed at Larry, you can see underneath his hood his the shadows in there are too dark to just be from the hood, and you think you see something shift that you don't see a body shifting to correlate with that shadow. So he's too heavily covered up for you to be 100% sure what you saw, but you can tell certainly something from it and draw your own conclusion.
All right. It's also fun because we did establish in the nightmare one that like when you shine a bright light, the shadow like gets darker.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm just like just this image of Blink just like full light just right there. Very good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Unless anyone else has any other cute, heartfelt moments that they want to share, do you all head into the tunnel?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shorts kid unburrows, takes Larry's hand, and then pulls him into the spooky hallway.
Larry holds their hand and keeps them close. So,
I think.
Should I go first? I have the light.
Sure. Makes sense.
Okay, so
Blink is a sorcerer. It is a terrible idea for him to go first.
Yeah,
a little
doesn't
bit.
mean he won't. Just tactically.
Don't worry, here's Shorts the thing. Kid is right behind Blink, and they have hold person, and lot
also
of spell
they have
for that.
They also have hold Larry, and Larry is a barbarian, so Larry should be able to
true.
Run real quick.
Larry is king of muscle in noodle form.
I bet Larry has an 8-pack.
I love the idea that they all freak out and scream, and just like fucking Shorts Kid casts hold person, and then Larry beats them into submission with his banjo.
Snail, were you going to say something else?
I was just going to say, I think after this Treddy, Luton would go next. But he would also like beckon to Rode and Zan to make sure that he didn't lose track. He likes to be in the middle so that he doesn't lose track of who's where in the party.
Okay.
Rode will be behind Luton.
Zan will take up the rear.
Magic users on the ends.
Yup.
Yay!
Everyone loves it.
Well,
Magic users make up the vast majority of this party. Luton is a single ranger, true. Okay?
That is why I included Larry in this venture. I was like, there is not enough muscle in this group.
Thank you. They're all gonna die instantly.
All right, so as you go into this tunnel, what we're gonna do is play some D&D ass D&D.
Woo!
Yeah.
We're playing D&D.
Wild, I know.
Since when?
So what's gonna happen is I will let you one by one pick a skill you want to use to either help navigate the halls or locate traps or disarm them. You can pick whichever skill you like. You have to justify to me how that skill will help in what you're trying to do. And if someone uses one, the rest of the group cannot use that on their turn. So say if someone uses perception, that one's off the table for the rest of the group.
Okay.
So yeah, there will be various checks for, I guess, whoever wants to go at it first.
What I will say, I don't know if, because spotting a trap and disabling it are probably two different things. Blink has proficiency with Tinker's tools, which I think could be helpful in that endeavor.
Okay. In that case, if you wanted
just for the group to kind of know about.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could do it. Are we all just doing one, or are we going to do a couple of this?
Well, we'll see how well you do first.
Okay, so I'll do, I guess.
Fear.
Hey, is everyone okay with Shorts Kid rolling Arcana? Because I have a +4 to that naturally, and then the mask that I'm wearing gives me a +1, so that's a +5.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
That's fair.
That's
I've got a +8 to perception.
It's pretty good.
If you don't make me taking that.
Do it. I think Luton did study up a little bit on the place that they were going before he went, even if he didn't do it a lot. So I have a 6 in history, so I might take that roll to see if he remembers something in particular.
All right.
Blink has a +4 in investigation, which I think is probably the thing that he is best at if I'm not using the tools.
I will say, because you have the tools, if you want, I'll count that as like a +3 to sleight of hand.
Well, sleight of hand, I'm pretty good at sleight of hand too.
Nope. I just whichever you think makes the most sense for him.
I mean, if you're giving me an extra +3 to sleight of hand, it is a total of +8.
Okay.
So I guess this is for any traps that we find.
Fine.
Right?
My first roll of the game, and it's bad.
Okay.
Well, the good news is that there was a sort of ramping DC, and each one needed to be higher than the last. Unfortunately, Shorts Kid still got under that first DC.
Oh.
So, as you guys are going through the tunnels, they are winding and confusing. They go up staircases and down staircases, and they end in dead ends. They lead nowhere. You're getting the feeling pretty quickly that like these are designed to not just connect a secret room, but to like be as confusing as possible for people who don't know where they're going. Thankfully, Luton has done his studying to at least know a little bit about the manor, and you can, I'd say, keep track fairly well in your head of where each passage is in the larger scale of the mansion, so you don't just like end up going in circles the whole time around. It was road that was perception, yeah?
Perception.
Yeah. You catch, as you're going along, periodically there are very, very low to the ground, easy to miss, but very faintly glowing runes that you realize are probably alarm traps. And so you're able to point them out to people to just sort of like either step past or disarm.
I can't fucking believe that I used Arcana Sensing when I literally have Detect Magic.
Well, you could do that.
I feel so stupid, man.
It's okay, don't worry. Everybody makes that call at
Yeah,
some point.
I will. And unfortunately, at a certain point, Shorts Kid, you get the idea that, oh, if we figure out more about these runes, it'll help us figure out where to go. Maybe they're connected to a certain location or whatnot. And in your attempt to figure that out, the rune you're investigating now starts glowing faintly red, and it's like, oh, okay, let's not be here anymore.
I found something out. We should be anywhere but here now.
Yeah.
Shorts Kid just like casts mold earth and takes some of the stone from the wall and like just buries the rune.
Somewhere in the distance, echoing down the hallway, you hear the screech of a bird.
Oh
Nope.
no.
Nope. No, thank you.
That's what
Nothing
you know so
happened,
far.
and it definitely wasn't my fault, so let's go.
So let's get a move on.
I think Luton is going to cast Speak with Animals on himself. He obviously won't be able to interpret what that bird was saying, but it lasts for 10 minutes. As he's following everybody else, he's just going to be really quiet for about 6 seconds, and for the next 10 minutes he's going to be able to understand what beasts are saying.
Cool. So you guys are rapidly trying to get away from where the tripped alarm was. You do find yourselves running into a series of like randomly placed gates, it seemed, to further just like block off people who don't know where they're going. But guess who rolled really good? It's Blink. And so you're able to unlock those gates because
cracking open these gates.
Yeah, he's like a regular rogue over here.
With the bowl.
And with that, you're starting to get the feeling that you're probably headed in the right direction. As you go, you hear the screech of the bird again, closer this time. Luton, you can make out that they're saying, there are 6 of them.
Son of a... I don't know this.
Can we see the bird?
You cannot see the bird.
Like tug on Larry's jacket and like pat road.
Yes. You can take your time.
Goodness, I've been playing with this character for a million ages, and for some reason I started calling her Robe. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Rocky Road.
Rocky Road.
He's gonna try to get all parts of the party in real quick, and he's going to say, I believe they know we're here, and the bird is acting as a messenger.
Alright. So, we gonna keep going, or are we just gonna go fight it? Because I think if they know we're here, they're gonna defend themselves either way.
Yeah, going backwards isn't going to make any progress, but be careful.
I have an idea. I have an idea. I can't use the idea. I just realized. Oh no.
Oh dear.
It's okay. Don't worry, kiddo. We'll get through this together.
I mean, do we just want it to not be following us anymore?
What was the idea?
I have a spell to make us go really fast, but I could only use it on me.
Yeah. It's alright.
Well, if things get bad, then use it, okay?
No,
but we're gonna
I'm
stick
not
together
Larry
until then.
Here.
Okay, good. Do we just need it to stop following us? How well do you think it knows these passageways?
I mean, it probably lives here.
Did we pass any, like, intersections or anything like that?
Yes, you have.
Cool. Blink's gonna throw up a silent image of a wall covering the one whichever one they most recently went through.
Cool.
I don't know how tall these hallways are.
They're somewhat cramped.
Great.
Yeah.
Within a 15-foot cube.
Yeah.
Well, it'll definitely know if it knows the hallways that we went down this one.
All right. Well,
We'll bank on that though. So let's keep going.
it's too late. He's already done it.
Let's just keep going. We got.
This can be here for up to 10 minutes.
All right. Well, let's use them 10 minutes to get ourselves in a hustle. Come on.
Luton is going to pull out his crossbow just to be safe. At this point, people know they're coming in. He doesn't want people to get close. He's pulled out his crossbow.
It's gonna stick.
Well, with all of your guards up, you guys continue forward, probably more slowly as
Yeah, pretty much.
And after a while, hold on, let me check on a thing.
Silent image lasts for 10 minutes. So if it took them longer than 10 minutes to get to that point, that's gone by the time they get there. Whoever's might be following.
I hope that the silent image is them just sitting around playing Uno.
Oh no, it's a wall. It's an illusory wall to make it look like there's not a turn that you could go down.
The next silent image will be them playing Uno, though.
He's got one left. We'll see.
After around 5 more minutes, you guys continue forward. Everyone make a perception check.
That's a straight D20. Let's see what the dice do to me.
20.
All that mod, and just a 14.
Think of what it saved you from, though. It saved you from that 6.
That's true.
Very true.
Larry has not rolled.
Oh, sure. Fuck, I have so many character sheets. God damn it. I keep opening
the character sheets.
We just hear terrible shuffling.
Why did I even bother opening it? He has a +0.
You could open one.
Demanding.
You could open one for Zan if you wanted to.
Zan is in the back, so he's not super helpful in this regard. Luckily...
Well, maybe he's watching the back to see if anyone starts getting close.
Luckily, the one who is in the front, Mr. Blink Lightly, also rolled pretty damn good. And you are able to quickly hold out your hand before anyone stumbles into the huge thicket of thorny vines that has spread across the floor.
Nope. They do the thing where he stops short, and then everyone like
boop 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 boop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks as though basically like it's not completely blocking the passageway, but it is a very dense thicket of vines that are covered in very, very pointy thorns. And
oh, I know what I can do. I can do something helpful now. I can make up for doing the thing on the wall. And Shorts Kid like just is moving towards the like in front of Blink and is just like, "Can I have a little room?"
Should we let them have a little room? What are you going to do, sweetheart?
Okay, so this is really cool, and I think you're gonna like it. And Shorts Kid then holds out their foot and then draws a big circle on the ground. And while they're doing this, this allows them to conjure floating disc.
Nice.
Oh, that's fun.
How much can floating disc hold?
Up to 500 pounds.
Or like, how big is it? That's the problem.
Yeah, that too.
It is 3 feet in diameter and 1 inch thick, and it floats 3 feet above the ground in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range.
Nice.
You could probably get 2 people on it.
It lasts an hour.
Okay, so you could have people like levitate across it in groups, I guess.
Yeah, that's what Shorts Kid's idea was. They just sort of climb onto the disc and say, "Who wants to come first?"
I mean, we could like burn our way through, probably, right?
That's gonna be
That would
loud.
draw a lot of attention, which we've already gained. So maybe
Exactly. So it don't matter no more, right?
Luton is like looking at Road with a face.
Larry, can you come here?
Yeah, kid. What's up?
Climb onto disc.
Is the disc visible?
Yeah, it is. Because this is Shorts Kid, it is dark and filled with stars.
Nice.
Oh,
Larry clambers on next to them. He goes, "Oh, sweet ride."
Yeah, we're gonna go across, and Larry has like really buff arms. So if anyone's on the other side, we'll beat them up for you, and you guys can do whatever burning you want. And I will send the disc back over with me if anybody needs help getting across. Okay?
Please do not encourage the burning. Please do not. Okay, they're going. They're gone. Road, please no.
Road like looks at our hands, which are like about to snap, and she just slowly puts it down.
I can show you the world.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Shimmering, splendid.
Come on, plants, let us through, please. Pretty please.
The plants
how
are
far up? How far across are the plants? Like how far down the hallway?
They go for 20 feet.
Okay.
And as Larry and Shorts Kid are going forward without the light source, Larry pulls out his banjo and it goes whoop.
He can do that?
Yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if it works.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I need to ask all of you for an interview when all this is done.
Oh, dude, do you know
If
this
Larry,
song? Can you play this
if
song?
Larry, sorry, if Larry looks back, Blink is just like giving him a very enthusiastic thumbs up.
Oh, I love that.
Light
The
sources.
whole
Woo!
Woo!
Okay, I don't think Luton has anything particularly helpful to do with the plant, so I think what he's going to do is he's now going to move past Zan to temporarily be at the back of the group with his crossbow ready just in case. He's not going to shoot the bird because the bird didn't do anything wrong, even though the bird is an issue. But if there's like any sentient people who are after them, yes, he will shoot them. He has cure wounds, okay?
That's fine.
I will say, as all of you are either talking to plants or looking for who might be following you, it's Larry and Shorts Kid get to the other side. Larry slips off the thing. Does Shorts Kid like get down and send it back, or do they just hop down and leave it be, or what does Shorts Kid do?
They're still sitting on the disc because they're waiting to hear if anybody else needs help getting across, because they will in fact ferry people back and forth if they need.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need that.
Are you guys okay?
I mean, no one's coming to attack us yet, but I'm told I'm not supposed to be burning my way through this thing, so
Please don't.
yeah, so I don't got many options.
Okay, I'll come back. And Shorts Kid says, Larry, can you stay here?
Yeah, I'm probably good.
Okay, and they cast a cantrip, which is light, so that they can, see, and it looks like a little star twinkling above their head as they float back across the gap.
Such a cute vision.
Okay, next person. Who wants on next? This disc is about 3 feet. I take up about 1 foot, so I think we can fit 2 people on here if you hold each other real tight.
Road and Zan, I think you two should go next. I'll have a light source, and we won't be leaving Larry alone.
Go. I can get across if I really need to.
All right. Well, Luton, she'll kind of like she'll kind of just like pat you. Good luck, shoot well, and she's casting guidance on you.
Oh, that's so nice. Real quick, what does guidance do again? What role does it help?
I think it's just a D4 to whatever you want.
Awesome. I will write that
Let me
down.
double check. Guidance 5e, my favorite spell.
God damn it, I can't fucking
Yeah,
read.
you can add a D4 and add the number to one ability check of your choice.
Awesome. That was a roll, and I don't like it.
I think I know what's going on.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Hurry up so we can get to whatever it was.
The group is once again traveling across the thicket of thorns, and I can't fucking read. The disc is immobile while you are within 20 feet of it, but like we already broke that, so maybe we can just like say that the magic is still fucky because Inkwell's weird.
We're not even
We've
in
been
Inkwell,
tossing-
but sure. What?
We've
yeah.
been tossing Shorts Kid across 20 feet.
Eat the kid.
Just fucking Larry, yeet!
I
Bring
will.
it to the
I
other
will say,
side.
with that in mind, let's say, this second group is just making it over to the other side when the disc starts faltering and slowing down and moving its toss and starts, and it's like, oh, you're not going to be able to make it back again with this trip. That means the remaining duo will have to find another way across.
Yep.
And as you guys are getting close, Larry goes, "Hey, someone shot an arrow at me. Don't worry.
Shoot, that ain't much
Did it
nice.
hit you?
No, they missed. Pretty lousy shot. But that's something to know." He points
Yeah,
over to where
I would like to know that.
the arrow has like sort of, it hasn't embedded into the wall because the wall is stone and it's an arrow, but where it hit, it got stuck because a huge mass of thorny vines sprung out of it. So.
Oh.
That's terrifying. Shorts Kid uses mold earth and makes a 5 foot by 5 foot by 5 foot cube of stone come out of the wall to protect them.
Powerful. Power move.
Earth is everywhere, man.
Exactly. So they're just like, okay, I can only do 2 of these at one time because it's really hard and it makes my brain hurt when I do more than that. But if you stay behind this thing, I guess it'll be fine.
We'll be all good.
Yeah.
Rhodes kind of looking down the pathway.
But I can't make another disc and keep the wall up, so
It's all good. Hey, you two, should I start burning now, or you got a better idea?
Blink just turns to look at Luton, basically just asking, like, do you... I can get across if I need to, but I can't take you with me.
Luton
I'm not leaving
looks
you
at
alone.
Blink, looks at the thorns, like, looks at his hands and say, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm just gonna go through and be careful. And do you want me to roll athletics or acrobatics, or what do you want me to roll to literally just try to get through with as little damage as possible, knowing that I still will likely take damage because there's big fucking thorns?
Yeah.
Keep going for it.
Let's see. Yeah, let's say make a just a straight dexterity check.
Heck yes! I didn't want to suggest it because I thought you'd deny me, but my dex checks are so good!
All right.
Let's see. Okay.
Nice.
Maniacal snail laughter.
All right. A 22 is pretty damn good. You
You can still hit me with damage, bro. I don't even care.
You still take damage, because the way this thorn thicket works, is for every 5 feet, you take 2d4 piercing damage. So that's 4
Boy.
times. But because you rolled really good, I will half that.
So 2d4, I can roll it.
Well, I mean, it's 8d4.
So
It's a lot of D4s, Chief.
Yep.
8d4?
Yes.
Okay.
So you take a total of 10 damage because you are
Okay,
able
now I
to navigate it fairly well.
Let's see. So
you definitely get pretty darn scraped up all around the waist and legs, but could have gotten a lot more stuck and a lot more scratched up.
Luton comes out of the thorns, looks at everybody else, and says, "I didn't have a better plan. Don't look at me."
I mean, you ain't looking too terribly good right now. You gonna be okay?
And then
I
your
have cure
attention,
wounds. I am just saving it in case we need it more later.
Yeah, but
your
but
attention is very much drawn toward Luton as Blink appears right next to him in a puff of smoke.
You smell like
Misty.
pain.
He has cast Misty Step.
Zan also goes, oh dear. There's no need for he pulls out a potion of healing and offers it to Luton.
So Luton's gonna take us, and he's gonna sort of sit back at the back of the party for a second.
Fair enough. Road, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Great.
Road's just like, I'm here.
I'm here. Not terribly best seeing people hurt and all, but if that's covered,
Yeah, we should probably get moving.
kind of just like fiddling with her hands, trying to act cool.
Shorts Kid goes over to Luton and slaps their hand onto Luton's clothes, and the tears from the thorns are repaired, but his wounds are not.
How are you? Oh, you're back up to full for your healing, are you?
So what I did was, as I was hanging out at the back of the group, I cast stealth, and then I cast healing. Not healing. I cast a medicine check because he actually took a tiny sip and is trying to tell if there is the taste of any poison in this potion.
Nice. No,
here's the thing. You know that I know that there's no poison in this because Zan is a good guy. But Luton does not know that Zan is a good guy.
No,
so
it's very good.
He's just making sure this isn't poisoned. So after taking a sip, will a 15 determine that there's at least no common poisons, sleep, roofing stuff happening in the potion?
As far as Luton can tell, there is no poison or potion of any sort aside from healing mixed into this. A 15 will not guarantee anything. He can still be a little suspicious, but it seems pretty okay.
Can he tell what flavor it is?
Cherry.
Okay, he will take the potion then, but he's paying very close attention to everything that he feels for the next 5 minutes because he is sus and scared.
I can heal you up if you don't want to drink it, none.
No, y'all can't tell that any of this is happening. I rolled that spell for a reason. None of you can see
okay.
Luton, remind me what your AC is?
My armor class is 15.
Okay, so another arrow shoots out and hits you.
Damn it.
Please, wait, hang on. Everybody be quiet for 1 second. Please tell me it explodes my drink.
Well,
even though it's a dirty 20, please tell me it explodes my drink.
Well, the arrow hits you and bursts out into vines, which that includes destroying your drink.
I hope that one sippy was good for you, Luton.
Take a big sip.
Take a sip, babes.
So that 5 points was damage?
No, that 5 was me randomly choosing who it hit.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Only damage, baby!
Oh
Let's
no.
see.
Luton is covered in vines!
Okay, we gotta move.
Is. Well, you finally hear a voice going, "You really, really should have taken the opportunity to turn back."
Oh, no.
Question mark
How about
face?
that for that, huh?
If anyone wants to make like a perception check to see if they recognize the voice.
Rolls are just getting worse as we go down. That's great.
Listen,
Love
Luton
that.
was distracted by being
No,
vined
you're
by
fine.
an arrow, okay?
All right. So Rode and Zan are able to immediately recognize the voice as Scion, who first greeted you when you came to the event. And their voice echoes down the hallway. "I did advise you, if you had any issues, that you should contact me. It is a very bad idea for you to take on matters yourself."
Contact who?
It's the guy from the beginning.
Oh,
Well, if you are
okay.
here, I guess we can start airing our grievances now, can't we?
There is no ball pit!
Part 1, there is no ball pit.
We do have a pit full of spikes that has a lot of skulls in it. Would that count?
No.
No.
I mean, if you filled it with balls and like sanded down the spikes, it might. Luton is currently sweating because he is very covered with vines.
Yeah, is there any way Blink can start working on that? He has nothing to help with this except just trying to pull him off.
I will say actually that Zan will use.
Blink could cast Mage Hand, so he has 3 hands to do it. Like,
or one hand that won't be impaled by vines.
Zan casts Dispel Magic, and the vines ensnaring Luton wither away. He peers out into the darkness, because even with, the various light sources,
we've got like 3.
Yeah, there's a bunch. None of you can quite figure out where the voice is coming from. You guys are at like an intersection, so there's the vines behind you, and then like 3 different passages in front of you. And you can't figure out which direction the voice is coming from, because it's a stone passage and it's echoey and hard to pinpoint. After the moment of silence, Cyan goes, "Well, your grievances are certainly taken into account. I will try to convey them as best I can, but I'm afraid my lady is not one to take outside criticism very well."
Also, my mask won't come off and my nose itches.
Well, that might not be a problem for too much longer.
I don't like that sound.
You rat. Are you forcing people into unwilling transformations?
I think they're a cat, but yeah.
I'm not sure what I am anymore.
Do you need help?
You have really nice toes.
Luton is going to call that trying to sound as genuine as possible, but is there a way I could use investigation to specifically pay attention to where the arrow that missed Larry and where the arrow that came for him, like sort of triangle triage, and see if it goes down one of the passageways?
Triangulate that shit.
Yeah, roll investigation.
Math! We're gonna do some math.
17.
You are pretty sure it came from the passageway down the left.
Luton is going to, well, he already had his crossbow out, but he's specifically going to make a big motion to point towards the left, both in a slightly threatening way, but more as everybody, he's down that way. It's more of a communication device than a particular threat.
Scion goes, "Well, I don't think anyone can help at this point. I regret to inform you that you are not the first group to try and play heroes here. It hasn't ended well for any of them. I Well, I am telling you for your own good that it would be best if you turn back now.
If we don't turn back, do we have to fight you?
Trust me, we'd rather not.
I want to keep your toe beans in pristine condition because they're so nice.
There is a long pause, and Zion goes,
A long pause?
ha 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 ha. Zion goes, I would prefer not to fight you either, but I cannot help you either.
Then why
What
don't
if you just didn't see us?
Yeah, just turn around and say that the wall was really interesting.
We're willing to help you, Scion, if there's a way. But we're also willing to just leave you be.
You can almost see something shifting in the dark. It is purposefully outside of your light radius. But you can now that you know where to look, you can see something back there. And Cyan says, I have helped my lady do terrible things. She has
Well, that was a mistake, quite frankly, and right now is the best time that you could fix that. Luton's talking a little quickly, and anybody in the party can tell, he's nervous. He's nervous, and he's trying to act cocky, but he's nervous.
And
a lot of people have done terrible things, but the difference between a bad person and a good person isn't whether or not you've done bad things, it's if you're willing to change. And Shorts Kid extends a hand, even though they know that, like, fucking Scion is nowhere near them, and says, do you want to change?
Ready to throw a spell down there the second it looks like the kid might get hurt.
Scion says, I have already changed quite a bit, but...
Well, nobody stays the same forever. Change is a part of life.
It ain't. I don't think none.
Look, I really like your toe beans, and you seem really nice, and you remind me of Larry, and I feel like you're not a bad person. And I think you do want to change, but for good. But you're scared, and that's okay. But if you're with us, we can all be scared together.
Larry calls out. Also, like, it would be really helpful to have someone to tell us where to go, because this place is confusing and my head hurts.
It is.
Your head hurts? Larry, are you all right?
Luton, make a perception check.
Fuck you! Ah!
Oh my god.
I hate you. I love you. I love you so much. You're a wonderful DM. I hate you so much. You're the worst. God damn it! I hate this. I love it. Let me be clear. I love it. I'm dying. It's a 9. I know nothing.
You notice that Larry is definitely looks sort of shifty. He's itching at his bandages a bit, but you can't tell anything else from that. He's just like, yeah, I'm just kind of sick of this place. No offense, but we could probably kick your ass. So I would like it better if we didn't have to do that. But I will if we need to, so, like, it's up to you, my dude.
If someone holds out their hand to you, it's better to take it than to not, because Larry is right, he will kick your ass.
Just need the encouragement. And Road kind of makes to walk down the hall.
After a moment, the heavily cloaked figure of Scion does step forward at the edge of the light. And he says, well, I've long since given up hope that any of the people invited here can make a difference, but my lady has never invited a child before, and I think that is not something I am willing to ignore any longer. I will at least show you where to go.
Shorts Kid launches forward and catches this tabaxi around the middle and squeezes.
Shorts Kid!
I knew you were a good person! I knew it! I've been wrong a lot lately, and Shorts Kid just swipes at their face. But I knew I had to be right eventually!
Hey, Uni.
People are good!
Hey, Uni.
Yes.
Is it still a tabaxi?
Well, that's a funny question. They stiffen up as Shorts Kid has wrapped their arms around them. They go, oh, I suppose I should let you know what you're dealing with before you go any further. If you'll...
What's the matter?
Ain't good, kid. It ain't good.
He gently pulls Shorts Kid's hands off of him and takes a step back. And he lowers his hood and takes off his mask. And you see something that is not quite a tabaxi.
Confused dog headcock?
I ain't getting on. Is it shape-changing magic, or is it...
You have teeth.
That is one way to put it.
I mean, but you're still not bad. How do you talk like that? Shortskid wants to touch one of these teeth.
Nah, don't be touching him like that. That just ain't polite none.
Oh, okay. And they climb back down.
He goes, Lady Konba found me useful, so she deigned to let me keep my senses as her vassal. There is nowhere else for me to go. Anyone else who escapes the manor looking like this is treated as they look.
Well, that's stupid and dumb.
Yeah. Listen, you come back with us after all done. I was much kinder.
I think you look kind of cool. Like, you could go up to bad guys and be like, guess what? I'm the masked hero, and I'm here to tell you to peck off. And then they're like, what are you gonna do, tabaxi? Pretty kitty cat, just gonna meow. And then you take off your mask, and they go, holy shit, teeth! And then you beat the crud out of them.
If you're able to keep up a deception as long as this, quite frankly, you could also have plenty of other jobs that are much more legitimate.
There are more things disincentivizing it past my appearance. My lady has a way of punishing those who leave from a distance.
I still say we should beat her up, but
Nah, I'm starting to like that idea more and more, kid.
yeah.
There's like, yeah, that does sound pretty cool. And Sarah's like, oh, I advise you not to.
But she's mean, and you're in pain.
She's also going to hurt a lot more people, and I know that you've been willing to let these people get hurt before, but she is now going to be directly hurting a child. And you said that wasn't a line you're willing to cross. At least
I'm pretty cool.
At least let us know where. You don't have to directly help. Just forget we were here and let us know where to go.
Scion takes a moment, looks over the group, thinks about it, and says, all right, if I cannot dissuade you, then... And he makes a gesture, and you hear the flap of wings, and a big honkin' crow flies out from the darkness. And he
Big
goes,
bird.
Pino will show you the way. Follow her.
Pretty bird.
Much obliged.
Thank you. Shorts Kid digs around in their hammer space and pulls out a fancy chicken nugget, presses it into Scion's paw, and says, here you go. And remember, we live at Dodo Studios if you need someplace to go.
I think Luton is actually going to go up to Scion and say, I don't necessarily trust you, but you're the best lead we have, and so many people wind up in these sorts of situations not intending to be here. So listen, if we don't succeed, stay put, stay quiet, just protect yourself. Survival is resistance enough. There will be something that brings her down.
Scion, it's very hard to make out expressions with the way their face is. But they give Luton a look and go, I wish I could believe that. Good luck.
Hey, pretty bird. Hi, pretty bird. Do you want a chicken nugget?
Road will cast speak with animals on herself so she can talk to Bird.
Would you like a chicken nugget?
Howdy.
Cannibalism.
Yeah, we shouldn't do that, no, sir.
But I like chicken nugget.
Yeah, but it's a bird. You don't want to feed bird another bird unless the bird wants to eat another bird.
Okay. But now I don't have anything I can give him because I just shoved my pockets full of chicken nugget.
You can give him a nice scritch on the head.
Okay.
Polly want a cracker? Polly want a cracker? And Luton has rummaged through their bag and pulled out one of their rations. It is indeed the part of the ration that is the biscuit. And he's very much like holding it out like, if you're going to peck me, just peck the one hand, please.
Pino looks at him and I don't know if he's still got Speak with Animals up, but Road will definitely be able to hear it go, don't patronize me! And it takes flight.
Hey.
Right, okay. Follow that bird.
I respect that bird. It's good bird.
And
before they go, I think Blink is just gonna turn back around to Scion and say, find us when this is over. And just keep going.
Both Larry and Zan like linger a moment, like they both want to say something to Saya, but neither wants to do it while the other is standing there, so they just sort of
nice.
Oh man.
Wrecked. Congrats, you played yourself, Uni.
Further, reducing the amount of voices I need to do that all sound the same.
Yep.
And it works.
It's dark, so I'm gonna cast a bunch of lights, and now everything is glowing. Let's go down the hallway.
Again, Blink still has the light on. He has not turned it off.
Shorts Kid is
just whichever direction he's looking, there is just a bright beam of light going there. Like,
just thinking, man.
You guys are like lit up like a parade at this point. It's the thing.
Faces on parade.
Ha! We did it, guys. We made it to the title drop.
Yeah. Blink has his light on. Shoreskin has cast some lights. Larry's got his banjo aglow, and you guys have a very, very bright center as you
Listen.
are going.
Blink doesn't have a lot else to contribute at this time. Let him have this.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Let him have this.
Little light of mine.
He's a lamp.
Let it
He's
shine.
made to do one thing.
This little light of mine.
Um,
I'm
gonna let it shine. Larry,
Let
take
it
it away. Let it
We're gonna
shine.
be taken.
Let it
We're gonna be
shine.
taken off of YouTube if you keep going.
yeah.
Banjo solo.
Larry gives a single twing on a string.
Yeah.
Perfect. And they continue doing this down the hallway.
Cool. Let's make another round of perception checks.
Sure.
I will remind everyone that we're supposed to be sneaking, but
Yeah.
okay.
Nah,
I was
it's
also
not
thinking about it.
We are literally lit up like a Christmas tree. I don't think
already know
sneak is in the
we're
plan
here.
anymore.
Yeah, there is no stealth happening at this point.
Might as well have fun.
Loon's just like, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Larry.
Oh, cool. Oh, good.
Oh, that's a nat 20 from Zan.
Yeah.
Zan, my man,
Zan, oh my.
Zan.
I mean, he's had a lot to think about, but he's on it right now.
Yeah. So Zan will, as Short's kid is calling out over everything, and Zan will suddenly go, shh. Hold on. I heard something. And Blink, you will hear the sound of someone groaning.
Oh no.
It's faint. You're thinking it's probably on like the other side of like wherever you are in these secret passages.
I like the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Can we pinpoint it?
Make an investigation check.
Skills. None of them particularly good.
Get
What is
guidance.
it? Jack of all trades, master of none. Like I said, he's doing his best.
He is.
Well,
I love him for it.
with the both Shorts Kid and Blink and Zan look into it, and I think the Shorts Kid, your efforts to look have sort of just wound up in distracting Blink, and both of you end up just sort of getting in each other's way a little bit.
Shorts Kid does the thing where they're listening too hard and they walk right into the wall.
Yeah. And
My nose.
Zan goes,
Now it itches and hurts.
Here. And he sort of runs a finger along one thing of the wall, and you realize that like the stones that make up the wall, they've been, just sort of placed steadily, but there's a seam where it's just like none of the rocks are covering this spot, and it is a door to whatever room is on the other side.
Can we get through it?
Do we want to get through it now?
Open door.
Listen.
We'll answer the first question first of can we, and then we'll decide if we should or will.
Zan says, I am fairly certain I can get this open, but are you sure you want to?
First of all, the kid is going to have to go outside of the room if we're looking. But second of all, are we able to stop the bird? Because we can't lose her.
The bird has stopped and like perched on a sort of jutting cobblestone and is just watching you guys.
Thank
you. Hey, is it that one? Is that one the way we've got to go in?
Bird goes. Most of you just hear it screech, and it goes. It could be useful.
Alright, but not the destination in mind.
Not quite.
Alright, well, says it ain't the one he was leading us to, so we can just keep on going if we wanna. But he says it could be useful.
Blink has already taken out his tools and is like seeing if he can, if there needs to be like a if he needs to finesse something in order to open this.
I will say, I guess, make another sleight of hand check just to see how quickly you figure out how to open it from this side.
20.
All right, you are pretty easily able to figure it out. It is the doors are designed to be really difficult to find specifically from the other side. It's not as hard from here, and with sort of tripping of a couple hidden like latches, you are able to creak it open inwards just
Which
a
way
bit.
does it open? It opens inwards?
It away from you guys.
Okay, so into the room.
Yes.
With it cracked open, can we hear anything else?
You hear heavy breathing, and the sound of like sort of someone like tossing and turning on like a bed sheet or something.
Luton is going to pick up Shorts Kid and move back with the crow. He is insistent that Shorts Kid isn't the first person to see who or whatever is in there.
Hey, they need help.
We'll help them in a moment. Let's let the adults look at it first, though.
I can't not
How are
ask.
you an adult?
I very much doubt that this is where my brain just went, but it is one voice, right?
As far as you can determine, yes.
Someone's.
Someday I will be tall enough to reach the ground when people are holding me, and then your days are numbered.
Yes, I'm sure. You can feel free to put me under a sleep spell or whatever, whenever you get there. But for right now, you are young enough that you are not going to be the first person in there. And the reason that I'm not giving you to Larry is because Larry is muscle and he might be needed in there because we are all very flimsy. This conversation, I assume, is just continuing to go on, so I'll just be quiet now.
Yeah, and because you are arguing and not doing a very good job being quiet about it, you hear the voice go, I was just there. Hello?
The other party members expectantly, like, whoops!
Blink's gonna stick his head out through the door.
Cool. You see what looks like a dimly lit room, a number of...
Not anymore.
Well, yeah, not anymore. What was a dimly lit room, a bunch of like small beds. They're like kind of cots, but they're relatively nice looking. Curtains drawn over most of them. And looking around, you realize that you've sort of popped open a medicine cabinet of some sort, and you realize this is probably like the infirmary or just like the place for people to sleep off when they get in too drunk, basically.
Yeah.
And after a moment, you see on the bed, it takes you a second, but you realize it's the halfling who tried to start a fight with you guys on the dance floor.
Oh, shit. Oh, it's okay. We can go.
Blink!
He's not gonna actually do it, but he does say it as a joke.
What's happening?
What's like? Is he fucked up? What happened? Did he just get too drunk, or is he like?
So
injured?
you guys remember that after Shortskid cast Hold Person on him,
No.
the servant sort of picked him up and escorted him off.
Yeah.
Presumably so that he could sleep off his drunkenness, as this room indicates.
Wild shit.
Yeah. But he is just completely soaked through with sweat. His sheets are damp.
Well, that's
And his shirt is starting to burst apart because he is covered in fur.
Oh. Okay.
What's happening?
Wow, beans.
Blink, what's going on in there? I can't see because
Don't-
Luton is
don't-
holding me.
Get them further in the tunnel.
Who's there? Please. What's going on?
Or
Are we just gonna upset him more if we go in there?
I don't know, but if someone not from our group goes in there, do you think they would be suspicious?
Zan steps forward.
Turns and looks at Zan.
He goes, all right, let's see. He edges in past Blink. You see him sort of go stiffen back, and he sort of puts back on the Rue Sketch demeanor. Goes, well, interesting to see the work in action. And he leans in over the bed and Blink, are you still like peeking in, casting light on the whole scenario?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Cool. The halfling man, his name is Kotik. He sort of squints at this tall figure who is backlit, so he can't make out any details. He goes, who are you? What did you do? And Zan says, I will be asking the questions here. Oh, let me see. And he runs his hands over Kotik's own hands, which are very, very fuzzy. Claws are starting to push out from where his nails were.
Don't love it.
No, it's not great.
Not huge on it.
He goes, this is fascinating. Well, it is wonderful to see Noir's work in action. He goes, please, what did you do to me? And there's just this moment where Zan is like, oh God, I don't want to keep this tacked up. I feel really terrible.
Yep.
He goes, well, let me see what I can do to learn a little bit more about my lovely colleagues' experiments. And like, please, no, please, I just want to know. And there's a sort of shimmer of golden magic as Zan traces something in the air and touches Kotik where the mask is stuck to his face still. And the mask falls off.
Oh boy.
Oh, so you could just do that this whole time? Huh?
Blink puts a hand like far down the hallway, wherever. As far down the hallway as it needs to be.
Luton, your hands are on my face. Luton, ah.
The mask falls off, but the fur and claws do not recede. They are still there. And he sort of like grabs at his face and goes, what did you do? What did you do? And Zan says, wonderful. I am thrilled to know. I will leave you to rest and recuperate. Thank you for your time. And he very quickly sort of shifts back in the wall. Close the door, close the door, close the door.
Yeah, oh yeah, the door is closed. We are...
I didn't like that one bit.
Blink
What the heck
Blink has
did you
gone
just
back
do?
to like
I used
shoulder pads mode.
Hey guys, Luton pulls a pistol on Zan.
Zan raises his hands.
Pulls a pistol on Zan.
doesn't tell him to stop.
Blink stands in front of him.
Oh, don't.
I am
Blink,
literally.
I would like for you to move, please.
No.
I mean, what did you do back there?
I cast remove curse on him. I have one more of those today. So if one of you would like to get it off, I didn't want to waste a spell slot without knowing what it would do. But it
I'm
seems
sorry,
like
but did
at
anybody
least.
else find... Sorry. Did anybody else find the acting just a little too convincing? Like maybe it wasn't an act?
Hold on. Shorts Kid goes up to Zan.
Shorts Kid, no!
Looks at him directly in the eye. And I'm gonna roll insight.
All right.
Guidance. I mean, not that you need it, but
Yeah, 21 is pretty darn good. You can tell Zan is shaken and pretty freaked out at this moment and trying very hard to maintain some degree of calm while everyone else is panicking. This is yeah, you get the feeling that he is just as genuinely scared as everyone else.
He's good. And Shorts Kid then again, because this is what they do with everyone taller than them, begins scaling him like a tree.
Shorts Kid, I will be clear, Luton has absolutely put the pistol to the side by this point, because not only is Blink still in the way, which he would not shoot, but now Shorts Kid is also there, so he doesn't even want the threat of it, but it's still in his hands, and he's still visibly glaring daggers. Like, too much. I rely on evidence, and you are too sketchy.
He's okay. He's a good person. I can tell.
I'm sorry.
Also, that's it.
Licking the transportation portal, Shorts Kid.
To be fair, that worked, and the transportation portal was safe. But
did you hear that, Zan? Too sketchy.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
I really like your hair. It's neat.
Oh, thank you.
let's all just calm down. And
I don't know if we have the time to calm down.
You need to calm down.
Anyway,
and her voice
I'm
kind of
gonna sit
changes
up
for a minute before she kind of recomposes herself.
I'm gonna sit up here on his shoulders because I trust him and he's not gonna hurt me.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We just gotta keep calm.
Anyway,
Fucking advantage.
My
That was
Kid. I don't
pretty
know if I
telling.
actually like learned your name yet. What's your name?
Huh?
Your real name.
Oh, that's a nat 20 on Zan, and he gives Rode a very, very intense look. Does not say anything.
We already had our introductions, kid. I'm Rode, remember?
No, not you, him. Because
he said his name was him. There's a lot of hymns.
He said his name was Bruce Gedge, but that's not his name. Come on.
I'm Zan.
What's your last name?
Adieu.
Oh, like goodbye. Well, hello, goodbye. I like the name Zan.
Thank you.
It's a good name.
Let's just
all... Luton, this is Zan. Zan, that's Luton. Now nobody's lying to each other, and we can all feel good.
Oh.
Rode pointed, they does not comment.
Luton is trying really, really hard to say super calm, but he's like, we don't have a shred of evidence that this man is legit. All we have is a potentially abused lamp telling us that he's good.
Do you have any evidence that I'm legit? Do you have any evidence that I'm legit?
You have any evidence that I'm
legit?
legit?
Any of you are legit. I don't trust any of you. I am working with you right now, but I don't trust any of you farther than I can throw you. And in spite of my great dexterity, I don't throw very well. And I just need a shred of evidence of why I shouldn't believe the man who has lied to get in here is not lying that he's a monster.
Blink casts Mage Hand and puts it over Luton's mouth.
Let him
don't
talk.
trust me? I thought we were friends.
He's just mighty stressed right now, you know? Some people say things they don't really mean when they're mighty stressed, especially in these kind of situations. You know, since everyone's all transforming and stuff, I mean, he has the right to feel that way, even if some of us are who we say we are and some of us aren't who we say we are.
I guess.
I know that
but I thought
you don't
I
have
really
a specific.
did think we were friends.
Luton, I know you don't have a specific reason to trust us, but please, you weren't there.
I'm not. He moves the hand, but like gently. It's not an aggressive thing. He's like, I'm not trying to split.
Blink has walked up to him at this point.
I'm not trying to split anything up. I don't trust that you lied your way in here and are so convincing at being a horrible person when we're trying to find a way to get out of this situation. I'm sorry. I might be being let me be honest. I am probably being overly suspicious, but I can't relay those fears without a reason to let them go.
And
It's from observation.
Larry sort of goes, I mean, I don't know what's going on. This is all not my deal. And he sort of uncomfortably scratches at his bandages and goes, I mean, this guy is the one who let us know what's going on. All we were kind of doing before was just sort of freaking out about how terrible this party is. So, like, I don't see why he would tell us stuff if he didn't want us to help out.
Larry, why are you scratching?
He looks down and goes, huh.
You never scratch. It's almost weird how much you don't like scratch or like sleep around other people or stuff like that.
How bad does it feel? I think if anyone's getting their mask taken off, maybe you should be the one, just so it ain't getting any worse.
Larry's definitely having a moment of
wrecked.
Larry, are you all right?
Short kid fucking runs over because fuck this shit. Larry's in trouble and like slams into him and is just like, "Are you okay?"
I don't know. I've never and
Can I see your hand?
He holds out his hand.
Shorts kid begins gently attempting to move some of the bandages out of the way to see if there's a rash or something.
Larry immediately flinches back.
It's okay. I'm sorry if it hurts. I just want to check.
And because you shifted some of the bandages aside, you catch something sort of dark, sort of wispy almost coming out of the bandages for a second, and he very quickly pulls the bandage back in place. Goes, I think, do people get allergic to magic, or and it's just like that.
Sometimes
that mask needs to come off before it gets worse, I believe. Please let me.
I did want to say that while everyone had moved over to Larry, Blink did just like run back over to Zan.
You got something? I don't know where you put your mask or if they still got it.
Let me.
It's in his hammer space.
Let's roll a d10 to see how he does at pulling things out of his hammer space. Okay, he fumbles for a second and pulls out his old school mask and goes, okay, sure.
It is at this point that Blink turns the light off.
Road will respectfully turn away.
Shorts Kid sees what Blink's doing and then extinguishes their light.
There's a
Now
moment
no one
of
can see.
I have bad news, guys. I'm so sorry. This is totally breaking up the party, but Luton is looking very closely. That roll that I rolled a bit ago was perception. He's not looking to like unmask the man. He's looking to be like, how far has this progressed? What does it actually look like? Because he was with Shorts Kid. He didn't actually see the mask come off. He didn't actually see the lycanthropy. So he's not. We all know what's going to happen. He's not trying to observe that happening. He's looking at every other factor that's happening.
Fair.
I mean, he's a reporter. That's kind of what they do.
I will say,
you
because
don't have to take your mask off.
all of the lights have been turned off, Zen squeezes Blink's shoulder, reassuringly, and then strides forward to Larry, immediately like bumps into Road, and is like, oh, I'm sorry. And then sort of awkwardly feels his way over to Larry and goes, it won't hurt at all. It will just pop off and things will be fine. Don't worry. And y'all can see again the little golden glimmer of the sigil he has traced in the air, and then that bright moment of his hand going through it and tapping the mask, which briefly glows golden and then falls off. And Larry instantly puts on his regular mask, and goes, okay, great, cool. Great, yeah.
Let's get a move on then. We need to stop this.
Yeah, more magic who can do that.
Let's take the state of affairs from everyone. I feel fine. Like nothing feels off to me. I mean, my nose still itches, but that's it. I feel fine.
At this point, all of you, if you want to make, I guess a medicine check on yourself just to see how you're feeling.
Yeah, Uni, how do we feel? Dang it! I hate this!
You don't know what you feel.
Luton, you are so up in your own feelings that all you can feel is like the blood rushing in your ears because you're so freaked out. Meanwhile,
listen, it is very unusual for Luton to pull a gun on anybody. He is kind of freaked out that he did that because he was so freaked out. He's freaking out about his freaking out.
Road, you can sense there is still magic happening with the connection. Like, if you hadn't gotten a nat 20, you would not have been able to take note of it. You feel fine otherwise, but you can tell that there is a strange sort of attunement going on, and it's one that you personally are very familiar with.
She hates it. Huh?
The rest of you, as far as you can tell, you feel fine.
If anybody is in pain,
I mean, Blink doesn't really feel fine, but like physically,
yeah, physically you're fine. Mentally, I'm sure you're all in various states of anxiety.
If anyone is in pain or hurts, you gotta say something because we still need to figure out how much time we have.
It's transformation magic. It probably is gonna keep going till it's done. Even if you don't feel nothing, it's still going.
Maybe that's why my nose itches.
Maybe.
You hear Pinot, who has been very patiently waiting, caw and go, all right, we good?
Yeah, we're good. Let's get this show on the road and get going.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Can you tell the crow that I love him?
They love you very much.
Yay!
The bird just like starts flying down the hallway.
He says thanks, but he didn't chirp it.
He's a big
Still just nods.
tsundere.
Yeah, that's the word. That's the word.
What's a tsundere?
You don't worry about it.
So, as presumably the rest of you start heading down the hallway
Yeah.
after the
Blink has
after
turned the light
bird.
back on.
Yeah, Larry has relit his banjo, and he is staying very close to Short's kid again, and
Is very upset.
yeah, and Zan will
Hi.
actually take a second to gently pull Road to the back of the group with him, and he goes,
Y'all saw through it, I can tell.
I won't tell you what to do, it's your own business, but I felt a lot better once I stopped needing to pretend around these people, so.
I don't have that luxury. So, if it becomes relevant, I certainly will. But until then, I'm more than content to be Road is and until I'm required to not be her.
You know your business better than I do.
Yep.
And he nods to her, and they follow the rest of the group.
Fucking excuse me? That is all.
Road. Nah, like every so often you see Road's hand kind of like contort and twitch, and she's just not having a very good time.
No.
Oh boy.
What?
Fine.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's great.
So it is not too much farther past the secret passage to the infirmary, where there is one final sort of iron gate blocking off a passageway. And I'm just gonna say, because you've been rolling pretty good, Blink, you are able to get it open without too much issue. And the passage
just saved 20
finally opens into a large, tall room. It is cylindrical and marked with columns, and the walls are all lined with evenly spaced holes.
So that's an arrow trap.
No, the holes are too large
maybe.
for that. They're
How
all,
large are the holes? Yeah.
Maybe they flood it. Maybe they flood this thing.
This is my hole. It was meant for me.
Please don't go
that
down the
so
holes.
fast there.
They look
I'm
more
not
like
gonna.
very
I just
deep shelves, about 2 foot by 2 foot each.
Fuck you.
How like deep in though?
Fuck you.
How like deep in though?
Do you want to get closer to investigate how deep in though?
You
do the
Pecker.
Okay. Kat is telling us that we should do a break.
Bite the bullet for the sake of the group and say that the nearest hole, Short's kid, is still holding Larry's hand but goes to look inside.
Well, I was also
Short's
gonna just
kid,
do it, but sure.
So cool. Short's kid, you look in, and you can see the top of someone's head.
Oh, there's a people in here. Hi.
Yeah. No,
Hello?
don't. You should maybe get away from that right now.
Are you okay?
No, get her away from.
Hi, I'm Short's kid. Are you in pain?
Larry immediately just like picks him up and goes, "Let's not." And as you look around, you can see that most of all of the holes have the visible top of someone's head inside.
Well, this bad.
And that's
bad.
how we'll end today's session.
Oh God!
Yeah, what I kind of thought was gonna happen.
Yay!
No!
No.
Thank you everyone for listening, and sorry,
you.
and I love
Also for
you.
Apologize
Love
for
you.
nothing.
Love you. Have
Goodbye.
a good night.
Love you.